Yeah, man. We talked about 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather, man. They've been going back and forth. They have a history together. Throughout the years, they were the money team. They were the money team. Flossing around all on the social media, and then I guess they said it was brotherly. They said it's brotherly, and then they've had I know 50 Cent has jabbed at them, had some playful jokes and everything over time because they've had a few disagreements. They said that business went wrong because they really couldn't see eye to eye on where they wanted to take the money team. Right. But recently, as you've seen in the news, there's been things have taken a turn for the worse, and Floyd Mayweather did some exposing and everything, and you've seen 50 Cent clap back. So, what do you fellas? I think it's pure fuckery. But before I get into it, I want to know what y'all fellas think of the matter with Curtis Jackson and Floyd Mayweather, two moguls.
All right, I guess I'll take the lead off. All right, so the reason why the name of the episode is what it is don't tell your left hand don't tell your right hand what your left hand is doing, because all that talking back and forth, they got so much dirt on each other, and hey, it can be all used anytime, and they waited to use it on each other, man. So all I'm saying is this is messy. Yeah, acting like females. This is literally something a female would do. But now, granted, over the last few years, the last 10 plus years, this is how dudes been acting as well. So when I say females, I mean everybody. Because there's a lot of female tendencies having out here. So, it's messy, man, and it could ruin careers, even though social media can ruin a career by itself, but it's all on social media. It's never going away. And from what I just heard today about 50 Cent putting out this defamation, however you say the word, on from Floyd's son, talking about his mom, like his son, Floyd was beating his mom.
Okay.
And I guess the security guard wouldn't let the son go to the mom or whatever, and he couldn't leave the house to get to the neighbor or whatever. So I said, whoa, this is getting highly, highly messy. It was funny when he said that Floyd couldn't read, and that, like, I'm saying, because that's all public knowledge or whatever. He was just putting all public knowledge shit out there. Then when it got to like deeper shit, I was like, whoa, all right, Floyd. Oh, damn, 50, you ain't have to go that far. Damn, Floyd. It was just right, left from each of them. I'm like, damn. So all I'm saying is it's messy. What you got?
They pulled the cannon out, huh?
Yeah,
they pulled the cannon out. What about you, Lauren? What you think?
I don't give a damn about no ignorant shit like
fuck shit. Absolute fuckery, yo.
I kind of really, I'll be honest with you, man, I kind of think it's a publicity stunt. I really do. You know what I'm saying? How 50 been doing this for how long now?
Oh, it's been a minute. It's been a nice long minute.
Way too long.
Man, a long time. So, this is kind of 50's MO. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really get in. And Floyd Mayweather, he just got punched in the head too much. So, he just, you know what I'm saying? He's falling in line too. Everybody say Floyd ain't took no shots, but Floyd ain't took a couple shots too.
Took some shots.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, I don't know why they would even want to do something like this. You know what I'm saying? But, it's obviously what they've decided to do to entertain the public for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Because, everybody chiming in on it, but I'm just like, I guess I'm just, maybe I take life too fucking serious, man, because I'm like, why y'all messing up each other's money along with messing up your own money?
Right.
Like, if y'all can't get along, and just move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, these type of things happen over the course of time sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got two dudes like this. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's going to end kind of funky. You know what I'm saying? And, so, Jokers. That's all I can. Both of them cats are some jokers, man, and they need to have several seats. Several seats.
To take several seats up. Yeah. So I'll say this. I like both of the guys. I've been fan of both of their careers. I've liked, the business aspect that they've represented. And they have fun too, but they've been they pretty much represent. They're very focused individuals. They try to put out. They give you quality. They're real particular on quality. I'll say that about those guys. As far as 50 Cent, the different things, music he makes, the shows he makes, he's said Power's been pretty terrible this year, but we'll talk about it another time. But as far as things, 50 Cent, how I perceive the things he does, he puts, he tries to put quality into it the best he can. And then Floyd Mayweather, anytime he's giving you a fight, he tries to give you, he tries to give you everything, all the bells and whistles that go with it. He trains, he prepares very well. It's amazing. I mean, he stays in the gym. He's stays eating well, doesn't smoke, doesn't drink. Man, but it's just this is too far. We've seen 50. 50's a comedian. 50's always been a comedian. I mean, since when he was doing, the Pimpin' Curly skits with Pimpin' Curly skits, Rick Ross and all that. I mean, he's been a comedian. He's been a comedian on social media since, social media has, really grown, over the past, 10, 12, 11 years, so he's been on there. He's been prominent on there and making himself known. But this is just this is absolute fuckery. I don't want to say I don't tend to see, not to say that it doesn't happen, but I don't see a lot of other races doing this as far as moguls, as far as their moguls and doing stuff like this in the pub.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, you want to go bring the race into it? I tried to, but I just don't see too many other moguls doing this type of bullshit. It's absolute fuckery, man. It's woman behavior. I want to make sure I touch all the thoughts on it as I can.
No pun intended, right?
Yeah. Good one. That was a good one. That was good. Hold on, writing down a damn grocery list.
Oh, okay.
Nah, but it's low level behavior. It's low level behavior. This was your friends. Y'all were allegedly friends. But I mean, to sit there and come with this type of information on each other, you're for jokes, different little jokes, to talking about you can't read and hey, what's going on with this champ? You had a fight with T.I., little funny stuff. That's funny, little stuff that happens and the joke about it. That's funny. Mayweather has been pretty. He really hasn't really responded to it. I'll say that about Mayweather. He really hasn't taken that route. He's been quiet. I personally don't know. Do y'all know? What you think, Randy?
Floyd ain't been quiet. Floyd been sending shots.
Oh no, you talking about now? Yeah, we're talking about now, but I'm talking about previously. Now, do any of y'all have information on what could have sparked Floyd to come with that? Because this is what it reignited. 50's been poking at him, but what was it that sparked this moment?
It was something about, I guess, one of his girls sleeping with Future. One of his many girls is sleeping with Future now.
Right. That is right.
Yeah, and then another girl, I guess he cut off, was like, I wasn't there for the money. I was only there for love or some shit like that. And then 50 went in on her. And he was like, champ, you need to check your hoes, champ. And then I guess it went out downhill from there. So,
so yeah, man, that's personal. That is some it's all bad. Floyd shouldn't have went there. Floyd went to some real low stuff, man. He talked about herpes and talking about relationship with your son. I know 50 Cent came back with information about that too. I know Floyd said something about power would still be good without you. Now, keep in mind, 50 Cent is the producer of Power, so I just need Floyd to know that. They're both moguls. So I need Floyd to have the information. Don't just be, at times you got, and this is, it's childish behavior. So you see childish things said in childish patterns. So you're just spitting out information just to, that's the new thing. Just saying anything, saying some shocking shit on Instagram, and people talking about, oh, he just that disrespected Ether, talking about he just ethered him or something. Like, he ain't put no bars. He ain't put no bars behind nothing. He didn't put no bar. He just made an Instagram post saying, throwing everything at the wind. You got this and that, and you did this and this, But it's real sloppy, man. These guys hung with each other, man. They were with each other every day. They knew supposed to know each other ups and downs. And I know people have their spats, but they're just, like you said, we got to bring the racer to it. You just gotta, man. It's. And what really touched me about it was because the day before, man, I didn't even know Oprah had sold the fucking OWN network. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. She sold 20% of it.
Sold it for I think is that what it was?
Yeah, I thought she sold 20%. She sold 20% for like $20 million or something like that.
Yeah, she sold her stake in it. She didn't own it outright. She sold her stake in it.
So So she never outright had any. She didn't have a majority from the beginning.
Damn. So they was making money off of her name.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, because if you remember, when is it Byron Allen? Is that his name?
Yeah, Byron Allen. Yep.
Remember how they made a statement that he was the first black person to own a network?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why they were saying that, because she didn't own it outright. Like, he owns it outright.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And she only had 25% ownership on it in it or whatever. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was and this was through I was watching a guy named Antonio Moore. He's a lawyer in California. He's got a YouTube channel called Tone Talks, and I was viewing some of his stuff. He talks about economic numbers, gives great information. But yeah, I didn't even I know that. And then Tyler Perry did a deal with Viacom. They always doing these deals with the Jews over at Viacom. Same thing Bob Johnson did. So it just, man, it's like, man, you have to seize these damn opportunities, but there's no real code. It's like everybody's for themselves. They're like, I'm gonna do what I do, and it's like, the more you want people to have freedom, but do their thing, but they got to understand what freedom is. Mm-hmm. You got to understand what freedom is, and you can't be just selling your company away. And so you see different things. You see how Floyd and 50 could have worked together. That would have been a great opportunity to get money together. Floyd, and they do get money. Floyd owns everything. As far as, if I'm right, he owns
Pretty Boy Productions. Pretty Boy Productions, Pretty Boy Floyd, all the camps and stuff like that. Yeah.
He teams up with guys, teams up with Al Heyman and guys like that. But he's seeing all the residuals,
mm-hmm.
And 50 Cent's getting money. I don't think he owns specifically everything, but he's out here hustling, and he tries to put himself in the best possible positions. But it's just sad, man, to see him. It just sets that they're setting an example, because then you see more guys behave in this same way because they think it's acceptable. Because as much as I want to sit back and laugh, it's like Lauren was saying, you don't want to be too much of a tight ass, but it's like, damn, we got to nip this shit in the bud, because you keep seeing it. You keep seeing the same thing over and over again. Mm-hmm. And these are from guys that are prominent, what I'm saying, look like you, and that are prominent in the public. And we're starting, and you're seeing, like, you think this isn't cool. What I'm saying? This isn't cool. You keep doing this. This is not cool. None of this is acceptable. All that part where you're talking about family and stuff like that, and different personal information. I mean, you got 50 Cent talking about you're the reason Earl Hayes, that was Floyd's rapper. You're the reason Floyd. That's terrible.
That was fucked up.
That's low down. There's nothing funny about that, man. There's nothing funny about that. I don't care, how the other guy feels. You just got to know when to say, it's not worth it. Just move on. Agree to disagree. Do what, what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of disagreements going on. You have a lot of guys saying stupid shit. Donald Trump says stupid shit every fucking day. But you don't see a bunch of guys just airing out I saw you that's why Ivanka was sucking the dick. You haven't seen that. Even with those ignorant fuckers in the White House, you still haven't seen that type of stuff. So it's like, that's complete invasion of privacy. It's complete invasion of privacy, and I think it's absolute fuck shit. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add to
that? Yeah. Honestly, I know you said that Floyd. I'll be honest with you. I can see Floyd doing that. Fucking old dude's girl. I can see Floyd seem like a dirty ass nigga that will do some shit like that. I can just see that shit in Floyd. So
I see that too.
I understand it's fucked up, but I can't say no more, because if I say no more, I might get fucked up.
When you're dealing with friends, it's like you diminish yourself when there's somebody that you're hanging around on a day-to-day basis. Right. This is who the company you made, and now you're desecrating their name and talking about digging up all the dirt on them. Mm-hmm. But these are the things you knew as you hung with this person every day. So that's real slimy. That's real slimy, and that's like you said. That's what men and women are doing. You can't just call it a feminine thing. Men and women are doing this crap today. There's no respect in it at all. So, Lauren, you got anything you want to add to it, man?
And that's the sad part, man. Like, you got two business moguls, you know what I'm saying, in their own rights, and but it doesn't surprise me though. Like, that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Because for as much as 50 time about Floyd can't read, I don't really recall 50 Cent having a Harvard education either. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of goes back to that whole mantra of, they throw you a couple coins and you think you're doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And like, especially for those two, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'll be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? You don't hear even things like this from educated black people. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear this level of petty. I'm not gonna say it ain't no petty. You just don't hear this level of petty. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Where they're gonna out each other and put each other's business in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you take it too far, especially when you start bringing people's kids into it and things of that nature. Like, that's when it's like, man, y'all need to just relax on all of this. You know what I'm saying? And so, again, it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? That it's come to this and things of that nature. But I'm not at all shocked. When you talk about 50 Cent, Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? In their minds, it's their world. They're going to do what they want to do. And it is what it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yes, I agree with y'all, man. We'll see how it works, man. Hopefully they can get this together. But yeah, we gotta stop this type of behavior. It's the same thing. This type of behavior is the same thing that it's put a death nail in the black conscious community. In the black conscious community on as far as YouTube, and they basically, man, just a couple years ago they were collaborating with each other. They were putting out great information, whether you believed information or not. They were coming from different points of views, different religions, ideals, different type of things. They were introducing different things and having debates and stuff. And then ego got in the way. And then instead, that happens. You have disputes. You have different disputes. Things like that happens. But then when it gets to you saw it with 50 talking about now they're taking it to the streets. You got guys pulling up on him. Floyd got guys too, so it ain't like they talking about he checked Floyd or whatever. But Floyd ain't guys ain't running up on Floyd about nothing. But Yeah, you know, you got guys, they taking it to the streets and they want to start sending that element in and start talking about what goons they have instead of just, I mean, just agree to disagree. You don't see, like I said, you don't see, I like how James Prince moves. James Prince, hey, he's a street cat. And hey, he's a feared man. He don't, you know, people don't, they know when they hear that name, hey, you better come correct. Mm-hmm. But, you know, James Prince doesn't put out that energy, though. You know what I'm saying? Even if that's the move he's going to make, he's not going to put out that type of energy. Right. You know, it's all about respect with him. And it's all about, you know, they'll go their separate ways or they'll, you know, keep it on the low and they don't want to present themselves in that way. But, you know, keep the business, you know, going. But yeah, and it's a straight fuckery. I don't find it funny at all. But, yeah, we'll see where it goes.
The last thing I want to leave off on this is ego is the enemy. Just everybody remember that. Check your ego at the door.
Yeah.